Hey guys. Welcome to episode number 27 this week. Number 27 of Ghostwire Tokyo, guys, with our weekend mornings. Excuse me. Um, but on the guys, today's date also, as we're following, doing our first weekend of the month of June already. So guys, for your king and your luckiest man,
Hi, Sir Host.
today's date, guys. Today, guys, it is. Oh yeah, guys, if I'm looking at it, today is June 8th, 2025. Nobody would really have something claustrophobic or gigantic. Good morning, New York Sing 14. Mega shout out. How are you this morning? Thank you for jumping in with us. Orban Deep World, how you doing? Thank you for coming by today, guys. Guys, today, like I said, today is June 8th, 2025. Myself sadistic and also following the intention.
Good vibes, good vibes.
And beginning them out. Guys, other than that, we pretty much finally get to relax and also have the time, otherwise, going forward. And, an important lesson to keep in mind when we look at it. But as far as I know, guys, everything else has been good. Can't really complain. We have something sadistic. I actually did tackle Chief during the last number of days this week, and, to have any problems or, having something go one way after the other. I guess, guys, having the space that we use. Just to make sure everything else is occupied. Good morning, Tina Mize. Make a love shout out. How are you? You guys can check out anyone you want. As long as you're having a good night's... I did have a good night's sleep here today, too. So, I did not pass till, I want to say... just to give a rest behind as your first place winner, guys. I actually went to bed almost 11:40, almost 11:30 at the end of last night. Yeah, guys, at the end of the night, if you look at it. But, my true love was going to do the same thing as my future fiancé. Guys, you talk about doing the last 8 years. Get some grocery shopping. Go out for supper with the girls, and just have some time away, and just try to hold on, for instance. But other than that, guys, everything else, I've been holding steady at Chief, and yesterday's 9-2, guys. In my opinion, overall it was okay. I felt like I was a little more stopped when it comes to, bagging a few people's... Well, so I say, guys, a few customers, groceries at the end of that 9-2 yesterday. So everything else, I think it has no concerns or have anything else blown away. It's just one of the cashiers just told me to stop. And, like I said, guys, Chief overall was just totally okay. Making sure everything else was under control, making sure everything was... everything else was a little bit fine. That I can tell you guys from the benefit of the doubt. But I also have something intriguing. Before I get to anything intriguing, guys, with our 626 months today, I haven't looked at much of the box office since, apparently my true love actually really missed me. If my ass would have gone to dinner at the end of the night, I'm like, as much as I want to have something to respond to, or the way we treat better and better people, or to have something to handle, guys, and yes, guys, standing deliver. Well, honestly, guys, for our future, between my true love and I, guys, it's actually been 4 weeks since we haven't tackled a damn thing from dinner, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's like if you have enough money, you should use a little bit of it. Or not lose track of it, guys, or never lose that in mind. So, and it's always something to really get to, guys. I mean, you really, really want to do something fun, like going to a music concert. You guys want to do something with your family, friends. Want to go out to dinner with anyone you want. When you want, how you want it. You know, nobody's gonna tell you bad, guys, or tell you differently. I don't think people would be boring. We have something that a lot of us may or may not feel concerned if you guys look at it. You guys remember we also did do during the first Thursday. I actually did live stream on for the first time in a while. I actually live streamed on a Thursday. I mean, so far on a Thursday, if you guys think about it. You guys remember there was a bratwurst sliced hot dog going on, in the morning. And, as far as anything else, when Two Love also did do a Towards Run, with one of my first wise men, and, pretty much involving his girl and the other people here in the state of Ohio, and here in the United States here today. So, I've always thought, guys, the more, here's the thing, guys, the more you really stay active, the more pounds you end up losing. That's the main thing. You don't want to get yourselves, exhausted or, multiple interviews, if you look at it. And remember, guys, you guys remember, we are always filled. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, amazing, inspiring, beautiful, exciting, gigantic talent, strongest, beautiful power. Our strongest, beautiful, talented, excellent, awesome, strongest power, guys, of our community. That's who we are. I would have not still been alive right now if I was like Optimus Prime, that the main character never dies between a movie or a TV show. Speaking of other stuff, guys, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Just to have me close another weekend here today. Guys, having our fan base here today too. With our 626 mods to get through this morning. I know we're supposed to get a lot of rain to kick off today. But other than that, guys, I repeat, for a lot of us that are staying active, and you guys are smelling the coffee a bit, nobody can tell you, or somebody tell me, saying whose side are they on? Or are you ready? Trust me. But yeah, I repeat, guys, just to really hold on, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, talented, marvelous, awesome, charming, strongest, beautiful power, guys, of our community. Do what we can for one another. We want to socialize together, do stuff together, have a bit of context together. Making sure everything else is awesome, making sure it's great. Make sure we have our followers, our mods together, and, remember, guys, it's not about what you do and how you enjoy it. Remember, guys, you always want to have something to handle. And yes, guys, stand and deliver. But yeah, guys, I repeat, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Do all we can at one time. And yes, guys, having better and better fan base, keeping ourselves active here today. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning. We're gonna go to this one payphone for you guys. But yeah, guys, we have our social media, have everybody else in balance, and making sure we have enough to really prepare. Remember, guys, it's not about how you do it, and how much a lot of us can bring. But I repeat, guys, you always want to stay on task, and be on top of anything. But yeah, guys, we have our social media, our YouTube accounts, making sure we have something that's more brilliant. I actually did watch a few things since my True Love and Beryl. I mean, it was actually Beryl's pick for dinner yesterday, so I don't think that was a bother, as far as I know. And once I just decided to, I'm like, I'll go to work between 9 to 2 today. I mean, from yesterday, guys. And just, just try to relax with my, with my family, at the end. But yeah, guys, I repeat, once again, for your king, guys, and your luckiest man. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. Do what we can for one another. And making sure we have our YouTube accounts, guys, our names, on social media. And our YouTube accounts, guys, that's more to enjoy. Have awesome reflection. And yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. So, as far as what's been going on for the last few days, I actually got an email from gmail.com under, guys, from darkscalber.com. So basically, guys, if you recall, you guys remember how one gentleman, inspires baseball all the time, and I also will bring this guy up, and I'm pretty sure you guys know who this one man I'm talking about too. His name is Beatles Eternal. And basically, he called me his family member, during his last live stream this past week. And, guys, this past Friday. He did not stream yesterday, guys, on that Saturday. So, basically, he actually brought, so guys, Beatles actually brought my name up, just to have, according to the confirmation and something much more to clarify. And you guys remember, I enjoy a lot of stuff with baseball, ever since I took over, with not very much with football, with Madden, and the fact is, I told my guardian this, and I'm also in on this too, guys, as the first place winner. It's like, if you enjoy any sports games you play, guys, if you're playing something in real life, if you're playing something with friends, family, it's just the name of the game. The name of the game, it's about having fun, doing your own game plans, it's the way I tell you guys mostly. The more you guys can gain, the more fun and the more of stuff you can do just to protect our sport entirely. So other than that, guys, since I only have, just to be open and honest, guys, as a king, as one of you guys is king, the only king and the luckiest man. I actually did process, finally, guys, according to the email, I actually did apply, and I also thank my guardian and also Beatles eternally. Hopefully he's out there, the family member brother. I officially have the new Dumpers Baseball 2025 version on my PC now, So, as far as what I've been up to, I'll talk more about baseball once we get to Steam later on this morning. You guys are going to be finding this interested, and you guys will find that exciting. Now, as far as anything else goes, I don't know when my true love and I will be tackling How to Train Your Dragon. If everything else is according to plan, I don't think anything else will start. Guys, going backward, going inward as much. Guys, I'll talk much more baseball as far as Beatles Eternal goes. But speaking of Beatles, guys, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, he enjoys playing baseball, and he actually does love baseball. And I also love baseball no matter what happens. I love baseball, guys. And I actually do admit this more than one time when I tell you guys how we protect our sport and enjoy our sport too. But other than that, guys, I actually love baseball from here on in. Football used to be the same for me, but not anymore. The only sport I'll play, guys, is baseball. That's it. Guys, if you haven't checked out Beatles Eternally, he calls me one of his family members on his channel here today. The games that Beatles Eternal plays. For example, guys, he enjoys playing, if you guys know any baseball games by heart, that Beatles does and does not play. For example, he does not play Inside Pits compared to our nicest gentleman, or nicest guy, our Red Sox fan. I haven't seen anything from Utah Mike, AK Sports Time Machine, or you guys can call it, STM. I haven't heard much on, basically Wrestle Sports Baseball, guys. Actually, Wrestle Sports Baseball Network, Ron, the man himself, guys, the one and only, the only baseball game he plays when it comes to online compatible or pretty much public and private is X and PC baseball. So you guys can check out Ron. But most important, guys, don't forget to check out Beatles Eternally. He enjoys plays any. You guys, if you guys know any baseball game he plays, Beatles actually, as far as his uploading his videos go, Beatles Eternal did recently upload a new updated version. I'm gonna quickly bring it up real quick, and that would be, guys, the Dom Pro's PC baseball update, and they also had some Pocket Pentagon questions answered. So if you guys haven't played the new version of Dom Pro's Baseball 2025 version, if you guys wanna have a copy, you guys can talk to Beatles Eternal. I would almost like to call him my brother. Because the way I enjoy baseball, I've actually been liking it and enjoying it myself. Until some of you guys got me inspired when I was playing MLB The Show, way after Madden. I mean, way before, I pretty much loved and enjoyed Madden when it comes to football games over the years. But football, guys, is no longer in the way. Baseball has been my top sports priority. The same with sports, guys. That's my top seed. So yeah, you guys can check out Beatles Eternal. Beatles Eternal, guys. I used to love this guy. He's a good dude. He got me inspired on Dom Pro's Baseball, and he said the game is good. It's fun. I mean, I'm already enjoying it myself. So, but I'll talk more about that after talking about Steam later on this morning, guys. So honestly, guys, everything else from Chief during the last 2 days has been fine. I wouldn't say it was gonna be that bad or have something, backing what, backing who, and backing when, guys, between not exactly boxes, but being a morning person doing some, trash and also bag liners and pretty much anything else to, clean some stuff out if you look at it. But I've also been, the thing, guys, for me, I've actually been saying, I'm actually doing a good job when it comes to staying on task. So I've been at sea for, if you guys remember my numbers, I've been at sea for, I want to say almost 20 months right now, coming up in a few weeks. So, so based on the new team schedule, guys, if everything is not more challenging, I got tomorrow, 9 to 2, guys. So sadly, I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, and have been asking, carefully, here's the thing, guys, why have I not gained an episode of Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age from Tuesday mornings for the last few weeks? Well, you guys remember what time I worked this past Monday? I actually did work 9 to 2. So that's why I couldn't buy any time, couldn't have a useful opportunity just to, be up and up every morning, guys going in to work the next day. So I don't know when I am suddenly going back to Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. I mean, the only way I'll do that, guys, for Alan 40 plus, as far as I can tell you guys, mostly, it's probably not going to be for quite some time. So I think we'll honestly wait a little more longer. But I think, I don't know what the upcoming schedules what's going to be like, but I was hoping to request a few more days as far as, 2 competitions go, and also, days off worth requesting, fellas. I still want to do something with that, too. But everything else, guys, like I said, everything else was good, and, so like I said, guys, based on the schedule, coming in with great people. So we guys at Chief, we go 92 tomorrow, 92 days at WoW, on Tuesday and Wednesdays every time. And then, I'm off Friday. 2 to 7 Thursday, guys. And then the upcoming second Saturday, before I turn 32 on my birthday, guys, very shortly. On that Saturday, guys, currently, I'll have 9 to 2. Well, guys, speaking of 9 to 2s and also making a huge amount of money, playing a huge part, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo, when we go live, how we're, making some important stuff happen, and it's not about how you do it, guys. But as long as a lot of people can see what you do, love what you do, well, socialization, guys, with psychology, mythology, technology, phonology. I don't think phonology is pretty much a new term when it comes to computer tech, well, mythology is pretty much ancient when it comes to animals or discoveries. Um, so it could be actually something else to really relate to. Now, when I got up this morning, guys, my ass was feeling a little more stuffy today. So, nothing else would draw, something painful, or singing an Oompa Loompa song, if you will. Well, so you guys understand, I'm not going to be singing anything else towards that. D, by example, guys, as a first place winner. So I'm like, guys, don't get me started on it. So, yeah. So you never know. Well, like I said, guys, work overall the last few days, I've been busy. I've been tired, and I've been getting some energy. I've always been a Mountain Dew person. Um, keep everything else straightened out, and also, like I said, guys, to see what's right and what's wrong. That's all that matters. Now, speaking of other stuff, guys, I repeat, if you guys want to catch more, that's right, guys, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo, every Saturday and Sunday mornings, well, basically, I won't be working much Sundays. That's to tell you guys the truth, and also staying, keep everything else close, guys, between our streams and, our games. No one's protecting our sport with RPGs. And no problems, guys, surround, baseball or anything, that's much more sports related. Nobody would really tell you otherwise or differently. Talking about keeping everything else the same. I think it's pretty much whatever a lot of us can allow. But I repeat, guys, what you guys can only do, as long as we're here, guys, guys want to catch more of a game, like you're seeing today, all you guys need to do is like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. Have a lot of socialization. And guys, always have something to bundle, and yes, guys, our plans here today. Do what we can, to make it so we're not. Make it so we're surviving, and like I said, as long as you do what you do, you don't want to get yourselves, you're talking about just wanting to do something that's more closer than meets the eye. That's all that matters. But remember, guys, the most honest, important thing you can do is like it, so comment and follow. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. Meet and greet, and have a lot of socialization. But yeah, guys, the more you guys can bundle and find, the more you gain, the less a lot of us are not going to have. But as the first place winner, guys, from bowling, you guys understand how we can really keep stuff, of a lot of experiences and keeping ourselves related. It's not about how much you can really put in. It's all about how much you can take it, though. A lot of us is not going to be going anywhere, as long as we can, keep our eyes open. Making sure we're breathing through air, and making sure we've got enough, as it is. What's up, Toys? Making love shout out, brother. How you doing? And then also joining us as well. So, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You want to squeeze something together. You want to put something to fulfill. Nobody can tell you differently. That's all that matters. Now, speaking of being on top of things, guys, and also completing tasks and everything else on board, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule. Now, if you guys recall, PS Plus Games does have, PS Plus recently has a few new games. I don't know if I would ever maybe try to test one of them out. But I do know NBA 2K25 at the time on Steam. That game was actually, from what I could see, NBA 2K25, guys, also protecting our sport with basketball, just to make a lot of saw making and also making a difference. That game, if you guys remember, Steam actually had, they pretty much had, the 2K25 of basketball guys on sale a few times. Now, the price that was ranked, the game itself, guys, for basketball, was no more than like $24.99 on sale on Steam. So if you guys look at it, it was like 70, maybe like 60% off between the sale. But I do know, guys, NBA 2K25 is one of the free games this month. I don't think my ass is playing Alone in the Dark because it wouldn't be compared to The Evil Within, and also, you know, try to draw something on paper too. For your first place winner, it's King, guys, and the luckiest man. So I don't think I'm gonna try Alone in the Dark, but if I ever want to summon anything, maybe basketball, but I'm not gonna walk away from baseball. I mean, baseball is the only thing I'll play. I mean, at least going forward. Sometimes bowling, if I want to get back to, you know, guys, not challenge myself. But whatever sounds more comfortable, guys, you feel how you feel, and how you recommend it, and how you play it. But I repeat, guys, as your king and your luckiest man, and also, guys, our popularity, entertainment, and energy, if any of you today, I repeat, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Remember, guys, so on your notification bells when we go live. Make sure we're sounding good, make sure we're great, make sure we're pretty much heaven on earth, you know, with spirits, with family, friends, somebody you love so much, and do what you can. You always want to do something for each other, to yourselves, to everybody, and yes, guys, and a lot of people. The people from my love Terry, guys, you guys can check her out. A lot of Sarah, guys, she actually does some good, I want to say, guys, wholly excellent content. My love of Sarah has not seen me in the chat as much. I mean, I think for a little bit, or half and half, dearly. But whatever can really end up getting into, or not exactly losing. Remember, guys, win or lose, it doesn't matter. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile, guys. Winning's winning. You cannot say anything else, guys, about Dominic Toretto, and it's never, ever the same, guys, without Paul Walker, as long as he would have been alive for the last 11 years. And it also does tie, guys. I've also been graduating from high school, you know, and also Fort County. I mean, mine's been out for 11 years, and my two love's been out, you know, being out of Orange and Black for our Tigers for the last 2 decades. So I don't think a lot of us would be fooling, what we're leaning towards. But I repeat, guys, since I've got 9-2 tomorrow, actually, guys, my answer, for me, guys, I mean, with all due respect to a lot of us here today, there's not going to be another stream again tomorrow. But if I'm looking to toot my own horn, in my opinion, guys, I'm probably leaning towards another episode of RoboCop this coming Thursday. So there's a bit of a possibility. You guys see my next stream is probably gonna be Thursday for RoboCop Rogue City. Now RoboCop's been pretty good on Thursday mornings as it should be right now. RoboCop, guys, does not disappoint, and you know, if you guys are liking it or pretty much loving the killing, so am I. But you know what the problem is, guys? Mazulov has not listened to the music in a while. And, you know, according to people's style, it's like, you miss what's in the movie ever since the 1980s were around. I mean, that's what my Sue Love misses. I mean, she misses watching RoboCop, and, I mean, not exactly the series itself, guys, but exactly how to really handles it. You know, I do know, guys, Peter Well is still alive from RoboCop. He's still an elderly gentleman now. But I also do want to pass on to a birthday, guys. I do want to deliver, real quick, guys. I do want to deliver a birthday shout out to Liam Neeson. You know, Liam Neeson, guys, he's still one of my favorite actors. Him, guys, as Brian Mills. Him as Qui-Gon Jinn was, people thought him as Qui-Gon Jinn was okay. But in my honest, as my open and honest theory, guys, I've always thought Liam Neeson was perfect in Taken. I mean, you guys remember that one line that when he's trying to rescue and find his daughter? If you guys remember, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will kill you. I think that was easier said than done, guys. Liam Neeson was a badass hitman trying to rescue his daughter. I think he only does that twice. I don't think he does it in the third one. You guys correct me if I'm right or wrong in the chat, but I haven't heard anything else, especially him doing Naked Gun. You know, towards middle or at the end of the summer soon, guys. And as far as I know, but you know, guys, he's still getting closer to retirement. Liam Neeson, guys, as his age total, Liam, guys, is now 73 years old this year. So I still think he's still got balls to can do one more action movie. Well, like I said, guys, I still think it'll only be Naked Gun. But you guys remember, Leslie Nielsen was the first one that did it. You know, guys, he was a spy. You know, compared to somebody else, definitely compared to Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones by far. But you guys never know. I mean, it should be really simple. You know, Liam Neeson can really control, keep everything else enlightened, and also not have something that's fast growing. I do want to say, guys, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I would almost maybe think Naked Gun should be a good review. You know, towards the end of the summer or so. But we're nearly, I think we're just about in summer fever already. I think we are, but you guys never know. But the fact is, I mean, Liam Neeson being 73 is one of my idols, just like Seth MacFarlane. Or if you guys talk about my favorite women actresses. I forgot the same guys. Amanda Siegfried, what's this, Charming, Anna Kendrick, and Emma Roberts. But I'm replacing Emma Roberts, guys, to Hayden Panettiere from Nashville. Even though I haven't seen the damn show, I've always seen it a little more times coming out of one app. But other than that, guys, let's get back to switching gears today. It's King and the Luckiest Man. You guys remember one thing. Remember, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, and support it, and, you know, making sure we are obtaining and also having a good but nice gift. So remember one thing, guys. Also, the most important rule is to really, you know, be 100% of a yes answer is love, support, and respect is the key, guys. I'm always going to make it short and sweet. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key for your first place winner today. Like I said, we have our fans here today, our population here today, entertainment guys here today, and also energy here today. We always want to keep everything else, you know, right in front of us, and making sure we're not blaming it or targeting it. But it's much more in a decent time, guys, how much we can fit in together, and how much we can almost start lining up, whatever you want to do otherwise. So as you guys can see, guys, I'm doing, I'm trying to take out these former nightmare enemies. Now, I think we were late to waste, I think we lost to some of these dudes, or some of these brothers for the last few times, but not as much, I can tell you. But nobody can really bother you, or get yourselves pointed as much. But I repeat, guys, love, support, and respect is the key, guys. Being awesome and creative. We are 626 mods and our followers, and And on a good note, guys, making silver sounding good, making silver great, making silver not having to pay $1,000 suit if you want some Beverly Hills Cop. If you're driving a real nice car for D by example, or whatever sounds much more to stick around if you're comfortable. People can feel hot or cold, guys. People cannot tell you differently. It's what upset you or blowing your minds open. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. We'll be meet and greet, and so we have a lot of fun. And just to be open and honest with ourselves, guys. What makes people great people? I mean, what makes people very important, and what makes them feel good? I mean, you're talking about the smile, you're talking about, what they enjoy about themselves, if you guys work, if you have friends, if you have somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. I always call my musketeer for the last 8 years. I don't think there's any doubt, guys. But the fact is, I mean, you're going to know what you can really determine. How to be a better person, and it's kind of like being bigger, stronger than ever. If we look at a Marvel hero, guys, I haven't mentioned a lot about Thor, but I was looking at anti-box clips, and if I could try to get to more of that when we get to time after social media today. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Also, guys, just to follow suit and make it really simple. And make it so we're always heavily ready. Okay, guys, anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, all we have to do, guys, is follow and share it, support it, comment, and make it so we have everything, under control. Make it so we don't have any concerns or problems or issues just to see how much we can march right in, When it's all about how much we can keep ourselves active and also in shape. Now, as far as my weight goes, I'm not going to mention a lot of this. If I'm almost weighing 200, I would also still want to exercise and put a lot of that off soon. My guess is probably not until Lancaster. We still want to see how much spending we can still go and use. And since I'm still going to be using my vacation pay soon. That doesn't change any facts, guys, but that's still the plan. But I repeat, guys. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, and we can show you guys are loved, we can show you're having fun, a lot of laughs, and talk about some history. All we have to do, guys, is follow and share it. On our 3 apps, guys, especially. That's more personal, and much more to stand and deliver. But do all we can at one time, guys. We don't want to get... I don't want to just have to make sure people are not falling deep on their heads, or above damsel distress all the time. But whatever's much more to occupy, and also that gets you the same, differently, or something new, you pretty much get the last word. You want to have something you want to end on. Nobody can tell you differently, guys. But the more you voice your opinion, the more people will disagree or agree. But I repeat, guys. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, we just picked up 1 or 2 rice balls already. All we have to do, guys, is follow and share it on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Because that's pretty much excellent. Also, guys, you guys remember how long my 2 love and I have been together? Well, if it wasn't for missing out supper for the last 4 weeks, 4 damn weeks otherwise, we would have made it up for each other. But the thing about that, guys, it's not about how much you can control it, or have and say mission accomplished. Like I said, you always want to sync with the same person at the same time. You don't want to get yourselves losing your juices. You don't want to expose people. You know, like anything else, or have somebody do anything closer. It's more unique, more special. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. People feel good, but most importantly, nobody's perfect. Nobody is, but as long as you appreciate what's going on. But yeah, guys, I repeat. Okay, guys, oh yeah, guys, my true love and that's why I say Constance and I have been together for 8 years. I lost my true love once. She's my sexiest, beautiful final queen, guys. And I'm her Tartanian from Three Musketeers. So I haven't told you guys most about that in quite some time. And I repeat, guys, as a negative answer, no. But everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own mode, though. That's enough to witness. Nice pickup, guys. We got him. I think we've done enough shooting between these guys. And yeah, we got him, guys. We did it. Made it back, guys. Got 250. And we're happy with that. But I repeat, guys, I've also been on YouTube for 8 years. For your king and your luckiest man. And also, guys, 6 years on Twitter X and Facebook. But my true love and I have officially been together for 8 years because once we get to that year, we'll have something new to really perform. That's all I can tell you guys, especially. Now Twitter X guys and Facebook will be 7 this coming July soon, and 9 on YouTube. Carefully, and also for the time being. As long as we have enough guys for the time period, nobody can really, question it or be, traumatized. But I repeat, guys, I've been on YouTube for over 8 years until we get to that massive, achievable, excellent achievement. And I've also been on Twitter X and Facebook for 6. Yeah, my true love and I, guys, 8 years, most importantly. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of our social media today. Now, remember, guys, the next stream for us, and me, guys, is King and the luckiest man, your first place winner. Well, like I said, guys, since I've gone 9-2 at Chief, for another consecutive week, and then we're going to go back to 2 practice tomorrow night as well. I doubt I'm going to buy some extra time, regardless. So it's probably going to be on Thursday, guys, in my opinion. We're hoping to have another episode of RoboCop Rock City. If not, guys, if we're going to be waiting longer again, it's probably not going to be until next Sunday. So, for weekend mornings, guys, for Ghostwire Tokyo, but I don't think you guys would have to wait longer. I probably think, guys, this coming Thursday mornings for RoboCop should not be an issue at all. It shouldn't have to be. But alright, guys, we just completed our social media. We're talking about Don Pro's baseball and what the plan is for baseball for me. We're also going to talk mostly about Steam. Just to have better and better gaming and better salutation. We're talking about RPGs, guys, along with that in the next few minutes. But the fact is, the good thing about how you guys keep yourselves safe. Guys, the more money you gain, the more hours you work. So you guys remember, I pretty much had a good significant amount to come to achieve here today. Even though I was going to pick up 25 at one time, I'm like, I don't want to have nobody else tell me I can't do it, or when I can. As long as you guys are making better decisions, better options, to be honest. It's like if you want more money, the more you work, that's the main thing. Now, like I say, guys, well, overall it's been fine. I decided just to reverse one day after the other. Making sure nothing else was stuffed, making sure nothing else was acquainted. Or waiting to see what's going to happen, furthermore. When you talk about just wanting to, keep everything else incessant. Give me 1 second, guys. I dropped... Give me 1 minute, guys. But really, I think it really tells the difference how much you can really handle. And see what makes you feel good, guys. With great people at Steve, people that love you at a day camp program. So whatever works out, guys. People shouldn't have to be a problem or make a discipline or try not to piss you off as much. You always want to work for the money. I want to make a lot of friends, socialize too. As long as people are not getting up your skin, you know, that's all that matters. You want to stay focused and on task. Um, so yeah, guys, I'll have another 2 days at WoW. I might work with Victor this coming Tuesday after 9 to 2 tomorrow. I guess, guys, we'll have something that's more to settle, keep everything else, you know, under control, and not overweight anything. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna be blamed. All I know is, guys, the next stream is probably gonna be on Thursday again for RoboCop Book City. What's you guys are finding the excellence and the greatness for RoboCop, and I really, and for me, guys, as King and the Luckiest Man, I really appreciate a lot of that. But apparently, that's the good news. The bad news, if I'm not gonna have an opportunity again to get Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age, guys, under review, that means guys, work comes first. I shouldn't be able to, you know, vanquish, demolish, or, you know, get up really early. I don't think that's going to be how it fits in right now. I mean, my guess is hopefully after the end of the week, we get Zodiac Age an episode, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, for all we know, there's a big maybe to really stay on. As long as it's much more spot on and also trying to trigger. Well, guys, speaking of triggering stuff, about baseball. Alright, guys, before we head over to Steam, you guys want to have better and better gaming? You guys want to look at gameplay trailers? If any of you today have seen the Summer Game Fest over the weekend, also watching IGN State of Play, you guys have been missing out a little bit more. But I will not go more further than that. No, D, by example, guys. As long as you're not singing a song like Ferris Bueller, with Matthew Boswick and the others to inform how good you are. But alright, guys, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys, and buy something. If you guys are looking forward to have free games, pre-orders, and, you know, guys, in-store purchases, this is always the right place to do it, and the best place to be. Is the first place winner, guys, for example. Remember, guys, we are always filled. We always have and always will. We filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, marvelous, exciting, talented, massive, 100% amazing, intelligent, talented, beautiful, gigantic, strongest power, guys, of our community. Our awesome, strongest, beautiful power that we got under my position. But I repeat, guys, head over to the Steam store and buy something. If you guys are going after an old game, if you guys are going after special games, if you guys want to get yourself started, no problem at all. You know, just to get yourselves grinding and also have a lot of expression, in which we add something you guys want to add together. Make it much more useful, make it look hard, make it look easier to play. If you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can get both, or you guys can start one of the two games with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are gunning for the special offers today for June 8th on this first Sunday for this month of June. If you guys are looking to see what's on sale, I do know, guys, sale has a publisher sale. If you guys want to know what day it ends, it's going to be on June 12th of this week. So honestly, guys, June 12th is going to be on... So, guys, it's probably not going to be until... Hold on. Okay, guys, it's going to be on Thursday this week, as well as I know. You guys can check out the publisher sale. You guys can go after a game called Adamfall. Now, here's the thing about Adamfall, guys. You pretty much get to play as a spy. When you play as some sort of a gunman for survival and, you know, control the world, save the world. As long as you guys are not like Scooby-Doo in the gang. If you guys are playing, it's kind of like playing definitely compared to Sniper Elite. put pretty much differently. So Adam Fall Guys, is 20% off. The game itself is no more than like $40 on Steam, before the taxes included. You guys can get 9-bit armies. A bit too far. Now that game, guys, is almost 13. And you guys can get Beast 17. That game, guys, is $10.49 as well. So now, as far as other offers go, when it comes to gaming, you guys can get in Stars in Time. So that's also 15 bucks even on Steam. So I don't think anything else will give yourself a chance, or be a rookie or an expert. So you guys go after any games you want, when you want, how you fit in. And there's also a Capcom Publisher sale, guys, on Steam today. If you guys are looking to spend something not worth spending a lot, or have something standard, you guys can save up to 87%. And you guys don't have to pay that much for a game under that sale. So one of the games that's is also in position. But like, for example, guys, I won't go through a whole lot here today. For example, guys, you're looking to play. Hold on, guys. Let me jump into this. Let me see if I can jump into this monster real quick. I think we got him. Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't, guys. I'm gonna see if I can get this one Madam Lamb, guys. Animal extinction. Hold on, could I use an arrow on this coward? Hold on, guys. But if you guys want to play any games on style, people don't have to, use something from writing. So the only games that I see that are in front of me, if you guys are looking to get Resident Evil Village, I do know Capcom did announce Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9, guys, will not be released till next year. And that's only going to be for the PS5, and yes, guys, Xbox Series by far. So I don't think that should not be painful, or something that's much more, not to have no doubts on. So I do not see exactly why not. But Resident Evil Village, guys, 75% or $10. Resident Evil 4, if you double that, that's 20. And you guys can go after the Phoenix Wright, Evase Attorneys. If you guys are paying a bit more than that, both of them, guys, are $30, between a 2-game pack. So you guys can jump into that if you want. So the new Resident Evil 9, guys, the new Resident Evil game is number 9 by next year. It's called Resident Evil Requiem. So you guys can check that one out if you guys get a chance. Alright, guys, speaking of other stuff on Steam, it's King, guys, and your luckiest man. You guys already know my name. My name is Zach Dawson93. I've been on Steam for over 4 years. Or you guys can call me the other backup name, ZD93. If you guys have nothing, you have nothing to lose. If you guys are looking to pre-order any games this year, I do know, guys, my 32nd birthday is going to be less than 2 weeks already. Now, as far as one of my two loves, Rumi's birthday tomorrow is concerned, I'm not buying her as anything. That's all I can say perfectly, and pretty much as of right now. And so I can see wants a Pepsi. All she needs is a pet horse, and give her a nice dance, or she can jump on Jeopardy and see how much she's not very much active. Anytime she really talks about how her birthday is coming up, she wants to add a birthday party together tomorrow. All I'm gonna say is, guys, my butt's not getting her anything. My true love's not getting her anything. Beryl, no. As far as Beryl goes, she's not giving her butt anything either. So, I mean, if I would give one person anything, I think that would be a waste of time towards my cash balance either way. But I don't think I'm gonna have self-control to add that to her, to one of the sorts of a tea that wants to draw my attention. So that's easier said than done, guys, between both them and me. But yeah, honestly, guys, if any of you want to buy some time, if you guys are gonna pre-order any games this year, You guys know one game out of the 3. I do want to get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. That's going to be after the end of this month. That's something much more to watch closely. I did look up the price for the game. It's still going to be no higher, guys, than $50 plus for the PS5. Now, the one that I spoke to, guys, is all living here in the United States. It's half and half the time. But apparently my Musketeer and I don't think it's going to be a declining answer. Or have something normal. But you guys understand, I might still get Tony Hawk, during the second week of July. But I probably won't, request that one. After my save set gets deposited, and also have requesting by then. Well, my next one, guys, is June 20th, 4 days before my birthday, so that's something to think about right there. It's all very important. But I do know, guys, Tony Hawk is not the only one. The other 2 games that I think it's going to be... I mean, just to have something critical or crazy, and have a lot of sensitivity to think about it. I do know, guys, Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater. I probably think both games are going to be not hard to... it's not going to be that easy to buy. But determining how much spending we'll have for Lancaster, at the start of the 22nd in September, guys, here today in the chat, I can always go back and get them. But there's also one game that stands in front. And that is, you guys remember this one game, and that is Final Fantasy Tactics Iblis Chronicles. Now, my answer is not saying no to that. My answer is not saying no to that one. That game, guys, will be releasing also. And will be coming up, guys, on September 30th for the PS5, so... If I were to probably get 2 games out of 4 for now, and if I were to get either Borderlands 4, guys, on way after, guys, after September 12th, and Delta Snake Eater on August 28th, versus... You guys remember, both games are exactly, week after week. Or pretty much 2 weeks separating. So, I'm thinking if everything else is according to plan, I honestly think if I do anything with that, I mean, I would probably just stick around with, what do you call it, guys, Final Fantasy Tactics Iblis Chronicles before the end of that month, September, and pretty much after that, I mean, before anything else afterwards, and a decent, professional personality time. Like I said, my butt's not gonna skip Tony Hawk either. My butt's not doing that. I might still buy it soon. That game that's gonna be no higher than $50 plus, so I can always go to GameStop. I can go to Walmart. Anything we want to do. But alright, guys. Speaking of other stuff today, let me tell you guys my name. My name, guys, is Zach Dawson 93 or JD 93. So if you guys want to buy any games, you guys can go after anything you want, when you want, anytime you want. You're the judge, you're the jury, guys. How you handle things. Now, if you guys are in RPGs, this is pretty much an excellent way to start. If you guys are in the role-playing games, you guys know how to speak English, you're looking to turn some stuff around, have a lot of enjoyment, experience, do not forget to use your opportunity for anything that's more fun, loving, guys, excellent, and always preparing. If you guys are into any English RPGs, guys, what you guys can find and also take on. If you guys are into Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, Elden Ring. If you guys are getting the new, for example, guys, again, the new, in my opinion, the new Elden Ring Night Rain. I, for one, am not going to get that game. But from what I've heard, from what I recently heard, guys, Elden Ring Night Rain has been having, it's only off to a really good start. All I'm saying is, guys, if Elden Ring Night Rain still wants to touch base and use this opportunity to, maybe get this year's Game of the Year, my only answer is no. The only few I still see, causing the greatness, and also overly hyping, guys. The only games I only see in a matter of time is Delta Snake Eater, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Borderlands 4. Those are the only games, in my opinion, that'll be for this year's Game Awards. And that's going to be 11 years coming up during that month, guys. During the month of December here today. So those are the only games that I think all three of them, guys, both Shadows, Borderlands 4, and Delta Snake Eater, would probably be in the driver's seat. I'm locking the caliber round. Now as far as anything else of RPGs, like I said, guys, Tactics, Tactics, Evil's Chronicles, I don't see that game being a disappointment. Even though they've actually added a few important things. You know, just to make it more fun. And you know, guys, back when my two-love was asking me if I've ever beaten Final Fantasy Tactics, well, allow me to take advantage, guys, and also plan an attack. Honestly, guys, I did beat Final Fantasy Tactics. The game was badass over the years. You see, the game made a lot of a difference. A lot of people loved it, compared to the composing of Nobuo Uematsu and Sekiro Sakaguchi back then. You know, and, you know, back when Final Fantasy Tactics became a thing, you know, you guys could not have Final Fantasy characters. And the likes of, for example, guys, you have Balthier, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. I know Ormond's not in that, but I doubt it's going to be in the new version. You guys also have Sephiroth. What Sephiroth is the best of all time in Final Fantasy, and he's also been and if you guys understand too, he's also playable on Super Smash. That's also guys that Super Mario Brothers that Super Smash Brothers game of Mario. So he's pretty much the best. It's like, guys, if you want to be a powerful human being, you got to be the best, and that's what Sephiroth is. I know Aerith is on there, but I think a lot of us would expect some good things. The time against September 30th of this year, but I do always love and also appreciate when it comes to RPGs, as long as people play it differently and how we want to do it. Now, speaking of other stuff, guys, now let me tell you guys something about Dolphins baseball. We'll get to more of what I've been hearing, and I can give you guys my thoughts. If you guys are into sports games like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys are looking to play, I don't know what new sports games that are out this. I don't know what sports games that will be releasing soon. I cannot tell you guys that much. But if I'm looking at, take shotgun, I'll take something that's more to, go behind or not feeling left behind. I know. I think there's one sports game. I don't know. Let me try to quickly look it up really fast. I mean, if I had to guess, I don't think there's a lot of sports games that are on sale right now. I mean, someday maybe. Well, I would say we're not now. Well, guys, let me get this officer out of here. He's already getting beneath my wings already. As long as I'm not watching Wings. By the way, guys, I used to watch Wings on Hulu back in the day, so I don't think a lot of us would be kidding otherwise. But it's funny. You guys talk about Roy and the actors now more romantic and funny. Well, like I said, guys, as far as sports games, let me go to All Sports really fast on Steam. Yeah, guys, see, if I'm looking at it, the only game they have on sale is WWE 2K25. Unless if you want to pay no more than almost $43 on Steam. So I know you guys would, but you guys would probably get a new gigabyte drive for your PC. You guys can play any sports games you want, or to have everybody have self-esteem or effect. Depends how you play it. If you guys have game plans, look into, you know, have your own strategy. How you want to play a sports game. People should not cause the violence, or have somebody, you know, break through. You guys can play any sports games that are set in stone, and also kill 2 stones with 1 bird. You guys can play any fun games under sports today. Treat them as such. And yes, guys, you guys can play any sports games with no extra cost. Now, let me tell you guys something what I've been doing. You know, guys, during the last few days, I've actually been playing. You guys remember how I played the free version? I mean, it's pretty much the by example. Now, as a first place winner, guys, you guys remember when I mentioned? Remember what I said about having a Gmail that I got? That I got some in the mail. You know, back when I fully, after I got my requests on, guys, what's this 15 on Google, am I withdrawal by any means necessary? You know, just to, you know, bundle up and also take care of, you know, take care of business with bills and whatnot. I for one, guys, I officially do have the new Dumpers Baseball 2025 version for this year. So what I'm actually leaning towards is, you know, the plan going forward is, I mean, I found a little more excited, to be honest. So what I have been doing, I've actually been playing my 1976 Reds replay. I actually did game 1 of our Reds and I yesterday in the morning. It was my Reds in my 76 season replay on my first game, and apparently my Reds and I, after my first game in the books, my Reds end up defeating the Astros 9-4, and I'm actually in the middle of game 2 of opening day of a 3-game series that my Reds and I are facing, and that would be the Astros. So I took out J.R. Richard, and you know, all I'm gonna say is, guys, my verdict behind, you know, not exactly have explosives and dialects, but if I were to have the verdict on Dumpers Baseball, I enjoy it. You know, I love baseball. I love baseball to heaven. It's kind of like loving something else to death, to be honest. But I enjoy way more than I do with baseball. I really do. So, Dumpers Baseball is good. If I have to give it a score, I'm gonna give it better and better as a 9 out of 10. So, here's the thing. If I want to play any season replays, you guys can go to Beatles Eternal. Now, Beatles Eternal, guys, he enjoys playing Dumpers Baseball. He's also loved and addicted to Dizzle. I mean, he also is addicted, guys. Beatles I'm looking at is Diamond Mine Baseball. Beatles enjoys, he enjoys playing any baseball game you can think of. So the baseball games that I do have, as of right now, oh, sorry guys, hold on. What did I just press? Sorry guys. I felt like I was pressing something on Steam. You know, as a full screen. But yeah, guys, Beatles Eternal, as I mentioned, he enjoys playing, hold on guys, can I please get the full screen? Hold on, let me get back to the full screen for a second. Hold on guys, I pretty much pressed something that's not good when I was talking to you guys. Hold on. But like I said, if you talk about wanting to play a game, it's not that hard to really look at. So what I'm actually doing, guys, I'm doing game 2 on my 1976 Reds replay for me and our Reds. So the score right now, after the 7th inning stretch, I actually lead, and our Reds lead my home 7th. Right now, I am up 8-1 over the Astros. So the top games for baseball that I'm, you know, pretty much going forward with. So guys, I have Don Post Baseball. I've got Pearson Baseball. And Out of the Park Baseball 23. So I think for most of the, honestly guys, most of the entire time, I'm probably, I mean, in my honest opinion, it's King Guy's the luckiest man. Since I love baseball to heaven, you know, way after I enjoyed and loved, here's the thing guys, enjoyed and loved football, as I've always been a Steelers fan for almost 16 years. Baseball, I still have baseball, here's the guys, I still have baseball, still be my top priority right now. So, like I said, as far as piece of baseball goes, I may or may not go back to that game whenever I get time. As a fan of baseball, yes. But I don't think it'll be sidetracked with baseball, like as well as humanity, and also you guys can make your own gameplays, do your own team lineups, whatever you guys want to do. You know, it's kind of like a job. You always want to make any baseball game your employee. You always want to stand up and stand and deliver things. But remember, guys, I love baseball just as much as I do a little bit more than I do with academic plays with football, to be honest. But yeah, guys, baseball is much more addicting, and you know, I enjoy it. I really, really, really have a good. I really have a love. For the first time ever, guys, I have baseball as a little bit more of my love connection. You know, playing any baseball game that I play, and you guys can watch Beatles play, our Red Sox fan play. You know, guys, baseball is life. You want to control your own plans. You want to make your game be better. You guys check out Down Pump's Baseball. They do have the new version. If you guys want to play the full version, the only amount of money you can pay is no more and no higher than $25. If you have a PC, you guys can have. And you guys can have more details for any game you play, especially baseball. That makes a difference. Alright guys, that's good with the end of Steam today. So the plan going forward, like I said earlier, I'll say it again. If I'm looking to download seasons, I mean this is also the perfect thing. You know, that's more to fill in your sues, and also guys to, you know, be spot on. Once you buy the game, guys, here's the thing, guys, if you buy the new Downpost Baseball this year, if you guys got the guts and the money, you guys get to download baseball season replays for free. So, like I said, guys, you guys can download the seasons and see what you see fit. If you want to manage a team, like I'm doing with my human Cincinnati Reds, and my 1976 Ball Reds replay that I'm doing for Game 2 right now. I'm almost done with Game 2 of opening day, so. But yeah. You guys can download season replays, according to me, in Beatles Eternal, anytime you want. But you gotta purchase the game first, guys. You guys can pay half of 50, no more than like $25. What's more standard? Once you do that, you guys can download season replays for free. Baseball seasons for free, guys, how you want to play it. But it's not about how much you can handle, with a bit of a love affair with baseball. I mean, I do have a relationship with baseball a little more than, I mean, not just a little bit, but a little more and a little more extra for me. I'm connected with baseball more often. I really am. Well, guys, enough for the Dilly Dally today. That's gonna be the end of Steam today. My name on Steam is StackDawson93. You guys can cast your pre-orders. You guys can make in-store purchases. The only 2 games out of 4 that I don't think it'll be a terrible idea or horrible idea. I repeat, guys, it's gonna be Final Fantasy Tactics, Evil's Chronicles before the end of September, and hopefully Tony Hawk puts together 3 and 4 in the next couple more weeks. Well, remember, guys, my 32nd birthday is now less than 2 weeks on this coming Tuesday right now. So guys can keep a lookout for it. Well, my name, guys, is StackDawson93. You guys can go after any pre-orders and in-store purchases. You guys have an opportunity. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, remember, guys, the most important thing and the most important rule. I'm gonna take a drink of water before we get to in-gaming news today. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Well, guys, remember one thing. That is love, support, and respect is the key. The awesome and creative of our 626 months here today. It's not about how you do, guys. You do it because it's driven, and you know people will be here to see it. Now, if you guys remember what we did last week, we pretty much upgraded something with our one of our what do you call it, guys? One of our magic abilities. After getting through one thing from this past weekend, so that was actually not exactly, you know, horrible or a gigantic, you know, problem or anything. And yes, guys, now it's power. And so we're looking good, we're speaking good, voicing our own opinions, and keeping everything else, you know, just really just to be open and honest, and also being right where we want to be as of today, guys. Nobody can tell you differently, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion only. But alright, guys, speaking of other stuff, remember one thing, guys, that's closer to you. Like it, so comment and follow, like and share the stream, and meet and greet. That way you guys will get much more attention, and always use this opportunity to enjoy what the others are doing, how much important you are, and see how the others feel about you too. It's not that hard to really send and deliver, guys. If you have the cards on the table, and voicing your own honest opinions. Well, guys, speaking of my numbers on my YouTube channel really fast. So far today, guys, followers have still been below deep. But there's something that's much more closer that meets the eye, guys. Right now, my views count, I'm at 1,700. Watch hours did go up a little bit, but not as high as you'd think it's sort of been. So guys, my views today on the channel, 1,700 on the left. Watch hours, 36.7. So those are my numbers, guys, as a confirmation as of now. I do want much more that I'm bargaining with, guys. You guys understand that very, very well. I would love nothing more to have my ass be, have my butt be, monetized soon again. But I doubt it's going to happen at the end of this year. But honestly, guys, the more you gain, the more you help me, the more I help you guys. Doesn't matter if it's worth a lot of examination, talking about boosting or whatever. It's all about working together. Don't let people do anything else alone and doing something they do not want to, you know, really do for each other. But as long as you have everybody else's opinion and also trying to get everybody else involved, people want to see how much you really enjoy people's company. You know, people love each other, people like each other. You know, guys like father like son, like daughter like mother, to be honest. Or sibling to another sibling. So, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and so am I. So, as long as we can make a difference, we'll have expert luck. And change everything around that point. But we never know, guys, what's going to happen in the future either. Only the Lord can answer our prayers. That's where everything else fits in. Never strong input. Alright, guys, remember, like and share the stream, meet and greet, socialize, and take your time. But remember, guys, the most important thing to get my numbers up again, and the way you guys can strike back with no fear, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, guys, like and share the stream, like, so, comment, and follow, making sure we have enough vision, and yes, guys, making sure we have everything else to support it. Our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy. Making sure we have our social media. Making sure we're having pretty good streams. Our account size on YouTube entirely. And yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe. That's glued. And for example, guys, the only things we can do is Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And yes, guys, so much extra to get much more involvement. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, of how I purchased on-purpose baseball thanks to my family in the back this past Thursday. Pretty much Thursday before midnight or anything. We do have a little something to send and deliver. Before we get to in-gaming news today, guys, it's King, and your first place winner as the luckiest man. Today's in-gaming news, guys, is brought to you by Dying Light the Beast. That's right, guys, Dying Light has its third game. Pretty much if you look at it, you guys can pre-order the new Dying Light the Beast. The game will be coming out on August 22nd for the PS5, guys, on Steam and Xbox Series. Now, that game, guys, is also 6 days before Doubt to Sync arrives. So, if I had to give an answer if I'm getting the new Dying Light, well, we don't know what's going to happen on my 32nd birthday in a few weeks. So, I don't know. I mean, probably not. But I haven't been in the mood for Dying Light as much. And plus, Beryl did ask me, guys, if I played Dead by Daylight. And I did state the following, guys. I mean, I've heard of Dead by Daylight, thank you, but I utterly do not play the game. You know, it doesn't really sponsor it itself. So, I mean, the only games that's, you know, I'm a little more horrifying. And having popularity by playing its own franchise, and also surviving it. The only few I can think of, guys, for example, is Resident Evil, and yeah, I think the only game that I can think of is Resident Evil. Now, Resident Evil does not ever disappoint. You know, guys, the more views you get, the more thumbs up you get, and the more popularity you get. Resident Evil is far better than Dead by Daylight by far. That's why we're getting Resident Evil 9 by next year. I could see the new one being realistic a little bit, but it all depends how well the game's going to be balanced. Whenever it can really open the door and start, you know, killing enemies. As far as that is going, guys, as far as that is concerned. But if you guys want to get the new Dying Light game, again, I repeat, guys, the third Dying Light game will be releasing on August 22nd, so there's enough to really think of, if you want to take a shot. Well, guys, speaking of in-gaming news today, you guys remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, beautiful, personal, excuse me, guys, our awesome, talented, excellent, strongest power of our community. We always want to have a spot to fit in, especially with my brother Kevin. Make a love shout out, brother Kevin. How are you on this beautiful, exciting Sunday today? Morning village food, my brother. What's my love Sahi? I know she's not been in the panel during the last of your streams. I mean, over the weekend. But I don't think a lot of us would buy it or sell it. I don't think. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, we don't have very much in-gaming news right now, but I will tweet a little bit as such. So guys, we're going to begin with in-gaming news today. Well, of what makes the Bornless a different extraction game. But if you recall Village Food, like I said, I'll say it again, Sai is always one of my loves on, when it comes to chat boxes. If you're streaming, or if I'm streaming entirely. But he's funny, you're funny the same way at the same time. But people have their own thing. A lot of us can work on. So think about this game, guys. What makes the Bornless, Bornless, guys, not Bone. Bornless, a different extraction game. So, let me jump into this game for a second, guys. So basically, guys, the game is called The Bornless, and it's got its own description of how we can fit in. This game does state the following, guys. The Bornless is a first-person PvP horror extraction game with a unique twist, guys, that turns the tables on players in the latest stages. So if we're looking at a debut game, guys, it's from indie developer Cathedral Studios, and it's set on a mysterious far-mouth island in the 1960s, where players must fight guys, call us a pantheon of demons and other players. It's also filled with horror icons and a terrifying gameplay twist. And what makes guys the boneless and different expansion game. So, I can see this game not being hot, as far as I know, but the game itself is in development so far, as far as I can have no much of a reminder. Um, but if we were talking about Resident Evil never ever disappoints if you guys are live streaming a game like that, to be honest. That game never ever disappoints anyone. I mean, if people have everything else to fall in love, the way people appreciate baseball, playing any RPGs, especially games that are, have a socking or a survival value. People have something much more to think about, and also having much more personal, keeping much more serious between one game at a time. So, we also have a Nintendo Switch 2 review, guys. Now, Bill was showing me her Switch 2 the other day. I'm like, I mean, the only thing I will say, guys, is no. I am for one of not getting the Switch 2 going into Christmas, to be honest. All I know is I do want to go back into gaming soon and buy any games I'm looking to loot to and also reads. So, I mean, I did check in as far as Barrel's the Switch 2 goes. Well, I'm gonna say it does look a little, I want to say a little more solid, but I don't think it beats out the PS5 though. Morning, dearest. How you doing? Shout out to you. Sorry I'm late. I wanted to wish you all a blessed weekend and a great job. Thank you, dearest. You're pretty much kind as my official fiancé, and as long as we have a pencil or a pen with paper on it, I must want to imprint. So here's the thing about the Switch 2, guys. Since the very first Nintendo Switch was much more to circulate, guys have its own, guys, you have a directional button system on the left. I mean, on one side, you guys have the axle buttons and the R2 and the other stuff on the other side. So you got the left side and right side. So, I do know, Mario Kart World does have a review in the progress for, Switch 2. But I don't think a lot of us would really predict. I mean, from what I've been hearing, is the Switch 2 is so much different and a little more massive, from what I've heard. But I've heard we're still getting the new Zelda movie in a couple years. Hold on, let me get my right ear. There we go. Well, like I said, if we're looking at it, it's going to be something much more closer. I don't know when we're getting the Switch 2 review. It's probably, I mean, from what I'm looking at completely, it's probably not going to be until within next week or the next couple weeks added to that. But I do know Beryl is actually, from what I've heard, Beryl actually likes the Switch 2. And she was hoping I was going to buy a copy this year. No, the only one would answer, guys, is no. I mean, if I do anything, I would set out the PS5 after 4 years. I'm not going to do that, but as long as Bill is happy with the Switch 2, I don't think she needs another gaming console until the foreseeable future. That, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But if I'm still looking at Trigger, the only upcoming console is the PS6 in the next 2 years. In the next 3 years from now, so I mean, I'm only a tiny bit proud, guys, not to have any living space. For Bell having the Switch 2, going in the GameStop, and guys, Bell is now transitioning, and Bell herself, guys, she's now leaning towards getting Pokemon Legends C through A on October 14th, October 18th, if I'm right or wrong. I thought I'm not buying any Pokemon games, especially much more closer You know, like I said, guys, with Tony Hawk, Borderlands 4. I mean, like I said, guys, like I mentioned earlier, I'll say it again. Both Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater gonna be evenly tough to match for me to accept and also buy soon. Depends on how much bucks or chains I will combine for Lancaster by then. Guess we're not gonna be leaving until middle of September on the 22nd though. So the only two games that should not be a sock, I repeat guys, it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 and Tactics Final Fantasy. So our strongest beautiful power of our community. Our 66 mods guys and our followers together. So guys, now IGN did actually have a Summer Game Fest over the weekend. And allow me to demonstrate. So guys, and top stories today. Resident Evil 9 has been officially revealed at this year's Summer Game Fest. Now basically, Capcom recently announced Resident Evil 9 is coming, and apparently they actually got the first look, and during Summer Game Fest. So it's not Resident Evil 9, guys. So the ninth game behind Resident Evil today, the new game is the new Resident Evil 9 game. It's called Resident Evil Requiem. So the game itself, guys, will be a single-player survival horror game. And the game will be due out, guys, on February 27th of next year for the PS5, Xbox Series, and on Steam. So I want to say it's almost an excellent title. The way they pretty much have something that's more of much more to favor. But like I said earlier, guys, I'll say it again. Resident Evil does not disappoint the fans. The game itself behind. If it's shooting zombies, if it's shooting something big, not exactly what Bloodborne has had or had to stand and deliver. Otherwise, all I know is, guys, Resident Evil has a lot of popularity on its side right now. It really does. Now, the last time I played Resident Evil, for me, guys, it's been a while. I'll tell you guys this right now. It's been a while. Real quick, guys, we also did have another problem, beautiful. Can be upgraded on your circles, and do not let the kids at certs interrupt your ass or anything. As long as they're respectful to you, your sister and your family, that'd be great today. I don't see why not. But like I said, I mean, hold on, we'll get a bit more on Resident Evil in just a bit. I actually did unlock and use my 15 skill points just now for the wind waving guy's speed boost. So not only I got the not to have any sorts with guys, with the fire waving, but what I also have is the speed boost that also boosts 15%, guys, with the fire rate for wind waving attacks. So that's something that's more vulnerable and much more to, add a little more of a damage to work with and to boost. But let me tell you guys this, guys, because we're wrapping everything up for today. I will heavily end on this. Now, Resident Evil, you're talking about wanting the survival. Remember, guys, it's always been survival at the fittest. And like I said just now, guys, I will end on this. You see, ever since they actually announced Resident Evil 9, people thought they were not going to be broke. But the way Resident Evil had something for... So basically, when they were announcing Resident Evil 9, this ninth installment for Resident Evil took about a year to really add and also have... And also have the attention it needed. So, I mean, if we're looking at the best Resident Evil games, a lot of fans, especially me personally, a lot of us thought Resident Evil 4 was excellent. It was awesome. It was bad. It was a badass game. You guys remember watching the movies over the years, which Resident Evil did not get started between gaming. And yes, guys, the same thing at the same time with movies, until Mila Djokovic came around So, no. Yeah, guys, Marcel Rodriguez was around way before he was exactly, entirely, going into Fast and Furious movies. So, well, Marcel Rodriguez, he's recently been in two of them. Been in two movies as far as Resident Evil goes by far. But Mila Djokovic, she's been in every single one, as far as I remember, and as far as I know. But here's the thing about Resident Evil 9. If I talk about just a year, the last Resident Evil game that they actually released was Resident Evil 3, no, Resident Evil 4 remake. You guys can correct me if I'm right or wrong as King and the Luckiest Man. I do know Resident Evil 4 remake from what I've heard, it was really good. I know it's pretty much after Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I found you guys remember I found a few Resident Evil games for the PS5. So I've had the powerful console for over 4 years right now. Um, if I had to guess which Resident Evil game was really good and I had a blast with, I think it was Resident Evil 4. I think Resident Evil or RE4 was really good by far. But the question is, how good is Resident Evil Requiem gonna be by next year? Honestly, if I had to guess, I don't see Resident Evil 9 being that horrible, or anything else with that question. But if they're calling it Resident Evil 9, as the knife title, calling it Resident Evil Requiem, I can maybe see, you guys can also have a right or wrong answer between open and honest comments on this game. I honestly think Resident Evil Requiem should be interesting. I can see that game being interesting, see how it goes, and where it fits in. So, we'll see what happens once we have an extra day and an extra 24 hours to think about it. Well, like I said, guys, Resident Evil 9 will be releasing on February 27th of next year. And that's going to be way before the end of winter by then. So, keep your eyes open. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today, guys. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Now, guys, my two loves going to church. He always keeps me upgraded on the blood sugars. Always have, always will. Nobody can have disturbance or above damsel distressed people to get everything on the same thing at the same time. So guys, based on the schedule, once again, guys, I've got 9 to 2 tomorrow. I have Monday 9 to 2 in the morning tomorrow. Then I go back to see Thursday 2 to 7, 9 to 2 on the second Saturday. So the plan going forward, guys, is actually I will not be live tomorrow. So since RoboCop Rock City's been, I want to say the game itself's been pretty good. You guys will probably have RoboCop this coming Thursday in the mornings. I mean, the last time we did anything else with that, I was tired. I just wanted to sleep in, prior to working and keeping ourselves active. So like I said, guys, I've got 9 to 2 tomorrow. And then we have, guys, we'll also have cheer practice tomorrow night from 5 to 6. We also have one of my two loves, roommate's birthday. With her ass is going to be 61. That's why I'm not going to get, if I get her anything, it will just be a pat on the back. I don't think she'll be as bad as she thinks she is. Just trying to get around and always inform the staff that she needs to take a shower and whatnot. And you guys know what one of my two loves roommates I'm talking about. It's not Beryl. It's not my true love. It's the one that's cranky and wants to quit by, reminding everybody and everyone that people get annoyed by saying, by saying the following. It's like we all know it's this one person's birthday all the time, and a lot of us always get annoyed and get tired of it. I mean, people have their own honest opinions. People don't have to repeat themselves. Birthdays, anniversaries. or anything else as such. But as long as people are not getting distracted, if they're at work, if we're staying active, keeping our eyes open, as long as we can just pay our respects to it, that's all we can really, comment on. Okay, guys, so it'll be 61 tomorrow. So like I said, guys, I've got 9 to 2 in the morning at sea, which I'm going to be a entirely early bird. And then we got zero practice tomorrow night from 5 to 6. Another 2 days at WoW on Tuesday and Wednesday in the morning. And then 2 to 7 on Thursday. Like I said, guys, I may or may not have some time for RoboCop Rook City. I mean, there's a bit of a chance I will have. That is, you guys understand, that's going to be maybe my next stream on Thursday. Keep you guys infoed and posted. See how we can move in. Keep you guys infoed when we get a chance. But anyway, guys, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo every weekend mornings, every Saturday and Sunday mornings that we're here, keep my eyes open as king and the luckiest man. Make sure nothing else changes. Make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Or as long as people are not singing Thrill for Michael Jackson or anything. Like I said, the only important thing you can do is guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. Don't forget to check out Kevin, guys. He's a nice dude. He can view your channel, and he can help you guys connect. I haven't run into Kevin as much on his chats, but he's been doing a pretty good job. He's been doing an awesome job by far. I don't ever blame him. Nobody should. As long as you love what you do, and appreciate what you can do, it would be before reunification, guys. Whatever works on your YouTube channel, the others can copy and do something else, do something different. Whatever sounds good to you guys. You always want to voice your opinion the way people can see it. Get everybody else organized. It's all that matters, guys. You don't want to get yourselves away or separating it. But other than that, guys, remember, just keep doing what you're doing. Do not get yourselves, do what you do. And guess, guys, that thing you do with Tom Hanks. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Like and share the stream, meet and greet, and finalize whatever you can do. That's all that matters. Remember one thing, guys. It's more closer and much more to, see what we do and keep ourselves entirely. The most important thing, guys, is love, support, and respect. That's the key. As long as people are not getting beat up, which I don't see that happening to any of you guys in the future. But yeah, guys, remember, guys, love, support, and respect. That's the key. See awesome and creative. With our 626 mods today. With our lovable, laughter, exciting, important people today. With our followers, our mods. And making sure we're here to stay alive. Only the Lord can answer our prayers. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Remember, guys, anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, make sure a lot of us are hungry, also feel satisfied. Remember, guys, the wrong keys are electrified. If you're playing a guitar, you're playing piano, or have any exception you guys want to do in your freedom time, or anything else that works out for you. You do what you gotta do, you do what makes you happy, get a lot of people involved. I mean, like I said, nobody can tell you differently. You're entitled to do that is you want to do. I mean, something you really want to, transition. But other than that, guys, let's end something on a good note. Remember, guys, anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, all we need to do, guys, is to stand and deliver, be who you are, and follow Sarah, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So remember, guys, like and share the stream, follow Sarah. If you guys have any accounts on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, share me out, guys. Follow me, connect with me, and do not have my counts on views, thumbs up, and our followers go down again. I don't want to see anything above average. And I know you guys do not and do. Remember, don't try. Do or do not. There is no try. But yeah, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet, and the way you guys can get my numbers up, that'd be awesome. You guys can help me, I can help you guys. As long as we're not seeing what's second today. So, but yeah, guys, I'm just gonna relax for today. I might play some extra Dumpers baseball today. I could download some other seasons, but I haven't watched the entire thing according to Beatles Eternal. I'm his family member. I would almost be like a good brother friend to him. So that's why I'm back on Discord, as far as I can tell you. But the most important thing, guys, to get our upgraded channels a lot higher, especially mine, importantly, as we watch our videos in full with you guys, like and share the stream. We have our social media, our YouTube accounts, enough people watching, and yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, to complete. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of our stream today. As King and the Luckiest Man. Next stream will probably be on Thursday, so I will not be live tomorrow. So Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Games, guys, it's going to be for me to lose and not have any time. I guess I've got 9 to 2 tomorrow, 2 to 7 Thursday. Thursday would be a little bit of a possibility. Get RoboCop on its way, and then come back here, guys, for Ghostwire Tokyo again this coming Saturday and Sunday mornings. But if there's anything we can do as far as Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Games is concerned, I'll probably buy some time soon. But it all depends if I have to wait another week or so. But once again, guys, we have to miss tomorrow. After, like we exactly did Monday of last week. It was on any time. But I'll keep you guys info and posted, and it's probably going to be Thursday. But we'll see what happens. Same time, same channel. But alright, guys, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Guys, remember, we are always filled. As the first place winner, as King and the luckiest man, our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy, our biggest, strongest, professional, brilliant, wonderful, talented, 100% strongest, amazing, lovable, strongest power of our beautiful community. As long as I'm still here, you guys are here with me for the future. But yeah, guys, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. I'm hoping to see you guys Thursday. Hopefully I'm not too tired and want to sleep in again. Like any other Thursday, for the time being. You guys have a good rest of your weekend, guys. Have a good Sunday. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. It's your King and your luckiest man. And until then, I will see you